Hey, hey, hey. I hope you guys enjoy these, what I'm calling podcast shorts for my Burnout to All Out community. This is just a little peek behind the curtain of the coaching that goes on inside of my programs. We're bringing to you some of the best nuggets and coaching I'm giving within hot seats of all of our different programs, whether it's our LinkedIn Method Academy, our mini mastermind business basics, all the way up to our higher level mastermind. If you're hearing some of these questions and you're like, man, I wish I could get my burning question answered by Melissa. Hey, guess what? You could be featured on my podcast. If you've got a question that you want answered and you submit it to my team and we pick it, we will bring you here to the podcast for our podcast shorts and do a hot seat with you. Where can you submit your questions? Send them to teamburnout2allout.co. We'll make sure we drop that in the show notes for our podcast shorts. And I hope that you guys find as much value in these shorts as our clients do inside the program. Need some effective tactical advice that actually helps you get results and makes a real difference in your life and business? You've come to the right place. If you're finding yourself here today, it means you're getting ready to gain serious traction in your business, rapidly multiply your income and impact, and you're ready to make it happen while living all out. Guys, I'm Melissa Hinault, your trustworthy corporate dropout turned six-figure business burnout turned happy and healthy CEO of a multi-million-dollar online business. And you're listening to the Burnout to All Out podcast. On this show, we're serving up innovative growth strategies, simple implementation methods to put them into practice, and action-stimulating inspiration tailored specifically for the modern entrepreneur. Let's dive in.
As I'm building the Health Hui, it's just such a massive project. Like there's so many moving parts that I'm thinking about really launching that in September because there's so much networking that I feel like is part of it that I want to just launch something right now. And so I wanted to launch a course I had been thinking about maybe for a month and really just helping, online mom entrepreneurs just set themselves up for success and like create this community and kind of test out all the platforms that I'm creating for the Health Hui with this almost focus group of health and wellness business women so that I kind of want to see if they're like good candidates to kind of bring in and partner with as well. So it's kind of like a test / let's make money / I want to pour into and see like what I can provide.
I love that. And by the way, like that's how the Academy started. It was a really small group. It was a short little program. It was a low price point. And then we evolved it as we went and learned the platforms.
I need to basically launch it next week. So my launch week will be next week. Friday will be live and ready to go. And now I'm just like, what does that look like I just want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row for like a launch schedule. Mm-hmm. If knowing that I'm starting on May 3rd, like that's when it begins. It will be live. Everything will be good this Friday in terms of like the back end and what I need to know, what I need to do, what I need to plan for.
Are you running a masterclass or you're just selling it?
If I can pull it together, I was thinking of breaking up kind of like if I'm going to do 4 like courses, kind of, 4 classes within the month, kind of doing like a 4-day, 5-day, I could do it next week, a masterclass, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the key though is going to be, it's Tuesday, right? How many people do you want to actually opt into your program? And know that with your warm market, since the first time you've ever done it, you may get a 7 to 8% conversion rate, but you won't get that again after the first launch. So just know that if 100 people register, about 7 to 8 will purchase. Now with your next launch, if 100 people register, about 1 to 3 are going to purchase. Your warm market, it's just like network marketing, you guys. When you're launching your first in network marketing, you tap out of your warm market first. It's the same thing with launching your first launch. It's all your warm market and the conversion rates are higher. And then the next time you launch, you're working harder for those sales, right? You've got to build a bigger network. You've got to continue networking. You've got to get more warm bodies in front. You've got to constantly grow your pipeline for launching, just like you do in anything. So the question is going to be, I would be going to, again, this is the advice I've given to you guys already is, are there power partnerships or the people you can get in front of that have networks that would be willing to share this information? Do you think that you're really targeting women in direct sales who would want your help, or is this just women in general? Because if it's women in direct sales, do you have power partnerships or women you could reach out to and maybe even have a referral program for them? Hey, this could really help your team grow this summer if they join this program, and I'll give you a affiliate kickback XYZ. Like, this first launch might not be about making a ton of money, but more about building the network, getting the results, fine-tuning the process. But I would be thinking about power partnerships and kickbacks for people who enroll and really selling it to the power partnerships as helping their businesses grow through their teams being engaged. And I would be selling the shit out of it right now because you've got a couple days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, basically. So on social, right?
Yeah. So, okay. Is it too crunched to do like a masterclass? Because I feel like I'll be selling my masterclass and I'm selling this. Should I literally just reach out to people and have these conversations?
You're highly networked and you're credible because you've been really successful. My first cohort in the academy, it was just a bunch of women in link. I didn't know how to do launches. You guys, I did 20,000 in sales before I ever learned how to launch. It was just inviting people in the network. I didn't know what a masterclass was. I just tapped into my network and said, here's this thing I'm going to be doing. Here's when the class starts. Would you be interested? It was boots on the ground, networking and finding warm bodies that were interested. So I think that you may be putting too much on yourself to promote and sell a masterclass next week that you haven't built yet, then run it and then sell into something else. I would just give a deadline for the program and start networking and selling it with a deadline of when the program is going to start. Okay. That's where I got my first 12 people in my little miniature LinkedIn course. And Turnover Rocks, where most of those women came from for me was that Mommy Millionaire group that I was in with Kayla, right? So what are these groups you're in with other women where you can kind of leverage your celebrity status without, violating people's Facebook policies with their groups?
Just my last sub question is, I was going to go all in on just thehealthhui.com. And then I'm like, I kind of just want to launch this as myself, like my personal brand. So now I'm like, do I need my own website? Can I be under thehealthhui.com? I'd rather keep things simple. I also don't want it to be confusing for anyone else.
If I had to do it all over again myself, I totally would have bought my name for my website. And I launched my network marketing business when I went over to LinkedIn and I was recruiting for the business, I needed a web page that directed people to me and not my company, because I really wanted to be seen as the business owner. And so I named my website the name of my network marketing team, which was Team Live the Free Life. So if you guys go type it in, it's livethefreelife.com or whatever, and it evolved to Burnout to All Out, which Jackie did some kind of fancy, somehow she's connected to the two. So if you type in burnout-to-all-out.co, it takes you there. So if you go to my website, if I had to do it all over again, it would be Melissa Hinault, and then there'd be different sub offers, right? You could have the Health We as within the website to click on. Just like for me, you have the LinkedIn Method Academy, Business Basics, the Mastermind. They're all different names. Now we have Hypno Breathwork, right? We even had the LinkedIn Method, or we had the agency, right? But it was all in my pie in the sky, it all would have been under Melissa Hinault, the brand, and instead of livethefreelife.co, which is where it is right now, right? And we've converted it to Burnout to All Out. But it gives you more latitude with your name to have sub offers in any different swim. Lord knows where you'll be in 3 years and what you'll be investing in and what you'll be selling. And you probably would rather have all the branding and the work that's been done for Health Week. It's not a loss. You're still going to use it on your website. It's just going to be what they click on to learn more about Health Week. Thanks, guys, so much for listening in on today's podcast episode. And I can't wait for you to see my upcoming guest in the next episode. You are going to love this keynote speaker. Hey, here's the deal. If you liked this, please subscribe and leave a review. and you want the latest online business growth strategies and exclusive LinkedIn pro tips sent straight to your phone, text the word update to 704-318-2285. That is, text the word update to 704-318-2285. Can't wait to see you guys. Come find me over on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you like to hang. I cannot wait to hear how you are enjoying and applying what you're learning. You guys reach out to me over on social because I love hearing what's resonating with you. When you reach out to me and you send me those personal DMs, they really do impact the content I continue to bring forward to you. So again, come find me, Melissa_Hinault over on Instagram, Melissa Hinault over on LinkedIn and Facebook. Can't wait to see you guys over there.